বিধানসভা নির্বাচন নিয়ে সাংবাদিক বৈঠক করলেন দার্জিলিংয়ের জেলাশাসক শশাঙ্ক শেঠি। গতকাল পশ্চিমবঙ্গে নির্বাচনের দিন ঘোষণা করেছে নির্বাচন কমিশন। নির্বাচনের দিন ঘোষণার পরই আজ সাংবাদিক বৈঠক করলেন দার্জিলিংয়ের জেলাশাসক শশাঙ্ক শেঠি। জেলাশাসক শশাঙ্ক শেঠি বলেন,
We all know that yesterday ECI has declared the elections in Bengal, and for our district this will be in phase 5. So I'll just briefly for this press brief read out the dates on which these elections are going to happen. The dates are like this. The issue of notification for our district, Darjeeling, would be on 23rd of March. The last date of filing nominations would be on 30th of March. The date of scrutiny would be on 31st of March. Then last date of withdrawal is given as 3rd of April, and the date of poll for our district for all 5 ACs would be on 17th April. The counting of votes for all over Bengal would be on 2nd of May. So this is the first thing. Second, I just briefly, this is a small brief overview of how the district is placed. There are 5 ACs in this district. There are two primarily hill ACs, Darjeeling and Kasya. And then there is Matigara, Naxalbari, Hasideva and Siliguri AC in the plains. The elector profile is like this, that we have, as per the roll published on 15th of January, it's about 12.22 lakh electors. Our EP ratio is 0.7. EP ratio is basically the elected to population, projected population ratio. This is better than the state average. It's around 0.7. The gender ratio is again much better than the state average. This is about 1004. This is basically for every 1000 males, how many female voters are there. Total number of polling stations, we had 1413 polling stations. This year we all know we have auxiliary polling stations because of the COVID norms, and hence there has been an increase of 306 auxiliary polling stations. So in total there would be 1723 polling stations. So 1719 polling stations. And other than that, we have done a survey of all PWD electors. Around 7,000 PWD electors are there, and also 80 plus electors we have done a survey. This is around 19,000 for the district, and number of service electors for the district is around 8971. A number of apps are there for which training is going on, and which we will continue to do that for these elections. For COVID norms, obviously, is a big thing, we all know, and all COVID-related precautions will be taken in all election-related activities, whether it be nomination, whether it be campaigning, whether it be training, everywhere, and we'll have to ensure that COVID norms are being followed. From yesterday, the MCC has started, and control rooms have been established in both in district and all the RO sub-regional headquarters for the returning officers. They will be manning that and supervising that. So that part is already started. We have already done the coordination meeting with a number of agencies, namely police, BSF, SSB, income tax, railways, airport authorities. So this has been done, and this will continue. We will continue to have these meetings, and the flying squads and VVTs all have been formed. The training has been done, and they have been deployed. The BCRC centers for our district remains the same as it was in the last elections. There are 3 BCRC centers, and voting percentage for the last 2 elections, in the last Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections, it was around 79 point something, then between 79 and 80%. So this is just for information of the house. And this year for nomination also, there is a new provision which has been introduced by ECI for which is called e-nomination. Essentially, again, keeping COVID in mind, as much of IT thing and paperless thing which can be done. So e-nomination would also be there. So which we'll be discussing, and we'll be giving all training to the political parties also on that, so that candidates can may avail this opportunity also. And in sensitive votes, we all know some measures are taken, extra measures are taken. What are those measures? As per the scale prescribed, somewhere central forces are there. As per the scale prescribed, we also do some non-CAPF measures, so that these booths are taken care of. What are non-CAPF measures? Like CCTV is there, webcasting is there, videography is there, a micro observer is kept there. These are non-CAPF measures. So this exercise again is a dynamic process, right? And it evolves because, for example, we have a certain number today based on the reports of sector officers, police, and the last past poll data. We have analyzed that and we have come to a conclusion. But this will increase because polling, let's say, complaints will come from a certain place. Let's say. So the number is not important, and I am not supposed to share the list and numbers with you. But I can tell you this, that these measures will be taken, and it's an ongoing process, and political parties will also be involved in that. As on today, we have got this. So that this is the latest. This got last, I think, evening we got this. 2 companies are coming to this district because we are in the 5th phase. Later, as we come closer to the elections, most probably we'll get more companies. And I'll tell you this. Why is CRPF needed? CRPF is needed initially why they are coming for confidence building measure. जहाँ पे बूथ बहुत दूर हैं, inaccessible हैं, या vulnerable, let's say we think it's vulnerable, या वहाँ past incidents of violence है, या past incidents, तो इस डेटा के बेस पे जो चीज़ें हैं वहाँ पे we'll do confidence building measure. What is the confidence building measure? Basically we will do route march, we go and talk to people, जिससे पूछेंगे आपको भय है कि नहीं है, and we'll try to avoid that. So these people will come, and these generally, as we come closer to the election, that's why phase-wise elections are also there. So we'll get more. We have already done the first part of training. The first training for PPs is already done. Accordingly, जो लोग नहीं आ पाए, जिस भी वजह से नहीं आ पाए, they have been show cause. They will give a reason. If it's an acceptable reason, we will give them a second chance as a mop-up training, and we'll do that training also. So that part is already done. On average, exactly, मुने नहीं हमारा, but it is about 90-91% there was the attendance across all this thing, and others have been show cause, and we'll give them a chance for mop-up training also. I think it's on 5th March or something. 5th March, we have done it on the 3rd, 4th phase across different venues. We have done this training, so they will get a chance of that. So that part is done. Booth है तो accessible ही है, लेकिन हाँ, we will try to make it better in the sense कि जो inaccessible कुछ जगहों पे यहाँ पे जैसे एक issue होता है, network का थोड़ा issue है. So we know that because inaccessible है, border area के पास में है, दूर है. So we have already done a meeting with all major service providers, BSNL हो, Jio, Vodafone, Airtel. We have done with them. And as a backup arrangement, sector officer will also carry a mobile, and also wireless arrangements have been made in such booths. Around 20 to 30 booths are like this, where such arrangements have been made so that there is no issue on the people. Senior citizen के लिए इस बार introduce हुआ, as you would have known, 80 plus और PWD voters के लिए, which will start 12D form देके we will take option from them, so they will have either option from voting from home, जहाँ पे special team will go after the ballot is finalized, or they have option to come to the booth.
Wallpapers done? এখন fans?
ফ্যান স্টাইলিশ আর হাইটেক হওয়া উচিত।
ফ্যান্স জোরে চলো কিন্তু মিটার নয়।
Surya fans দরকার আপনার।
Surya fans, স্টাইলিশ, ডাস্ট ফ্রি আর হাই টেক। হাওয়া চললো সুরিয়ার।